This is topic 16, lesson 4, the mean, or another word for it is the average. Now, normally we think of mean as how you are being mean to someone else and not very nice. So this is not that kind of meaning. This is the average. And we're going to talk about that as we show you when you get a set of data, set of numbers, and you want to find out kind of what the average is for those numbers. We'll show you what that means. The essential question is, how can you find the mean? So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to know exactly how to get a set of data and find its mean. So let's say you have 3 friends and they all have some kind of video games on their Wii or on their Xbox or something like that. And we want to find out what is the mean. What is the average? What is, if we took all ours together, what do we all have about? And so let's say we have one friend who went ahead and he has 10 games. Another friend has 12, and the third friend has 8. So we're not really trying to find out who has more. We're just trying to look at it as a whole group, a set of data. And this is our set, 10, 12, and 8. And we want to find out the average. So let's go on to our step number 1. Step number 1 is add. Very simple. Just add the 3 numbers up. And what you get here is 30. 0 plus 2 plus 8 gets you 10. And then you have 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So you have 30. So combined with the 3 people, there's 30 videotapes or video games. The next step is to divide. You take the number that you got, the 30, and you divide it by the same number of groups or people that you had. So we go back and look, there was 1, 2, there's 3 numbers that we have. And so that's where we get this 3. So you can only divide it by the same number of the number of values you have. So 30 divided by 3 is simply 10. Now let's try another example on your own, and I want you to find the mean. So remember to do step 1. You're just going to add this group of numbers together and then divide by the number that you have here. So for example, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 different numbers. That's what you divide by. So pause it right now, add up these numbers and divide and see if you can find the mean. Alright, so step 1, add. So again, 11 plus 6 you get 17. We're going to add 17 and 7 and we get 24. Bring that up here. 24 plus 8 we get 32. Is that what you got? Check your work. Next, step 2, divide. So again, our answer was 32, and we want to go ahead and divide by the same number of values we have. Again, there was 4 of them. If we go all the way back, we had 4 numbers. We had 11, we had 6, we had 7, we had 8. So we go back, and that's why we're going to divide by 4. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. So the mean for this group of data is 8. So it's very simple. There's only 2 steps. You're going to add the whole group, and then you're going to divide by the same number of numbers that you have. Now, there is one caution. The mean does not always equal a simple whole number like we got. One of them, as we go back, our last one was just 8. But it doesn't always happen that way. Now, for our purposes, for this lesson, we're going to make it very easy so you do end up on a simple whole number. But in time, as we go through this and in other lessons and even next year, you're going to find that it doesn't actually equal always a straight simple number. But that's okay. So, now's your chance. You now know how to find the mean for a number. Good luck.